hope you guys are doing well. Back with another sales update, so get to that soon. First off, I want to say a big thank you to Andy, the Parrot Head Picker. I'll show his screen or his channel on the screen here. He just shouted me out on Instagram, and I appreciate that. So I know some people came watching from him. He's a really great guy. Check him out. He takes some of the best pictures on eBay that I've seen, and just a really good down-to-earth guy. So if you're not watching him already, which you should be, check him out. He's a great channel. I've been working on all this stuff. You can see here a bunch of Star Wars figures. This is all from that $1,000 buy. You guys should be seeing that video next. It should be the next thing that pops up for my channel. So I hope you guys enjoy, and hope you guys enjoy the what sold video. Hey everyone, final sales from Monday. Actually, these are the first of this, so I haven't shown you guys anything yet. Ended up being 5, really slow day. It started off with just this SmackDown versus Raw game, 12 bucks, sold in the morning. No sales until like 6 p.m. or something, so it's kind of a weird day. Ended up taking a best offer of 20 on this Dragon Ball Z figure, so I think I paid $2 for him at a Salvation Army, and he sold for 20, so happy there. Took a best offer of 25 on this Nike pitching wedge. It's for a senior. It's an Alloy Senior Classic. This was $4, I think, at Savers, and I took a best offer of 25, and I probably had a coupon at that point too. Then I took a best offer on these. I had 3 of these inks left. I actually have 4 left. I found another one that's not listed, so had them listed at $12. They've been selling somewhat regularly, usually a couple, usually a few a month. They're not the most desired ink though, but someone offered me 10 for the last 3 that they saw listed. So actually they offered me 9. I counted with 10 and they took it, so $30 for those. That's from the big Epson deal. And then I sold this, which is a Vibrosage. This was $3 at an estate sale. It does work. It's one of those little handheld vibrating massage tools. They're vintage ones. It's got little different attachments you can put. I cleaned it all up, sanitized it. I've been selling these quite a bit lately. I keep finding them. Usually at estate sales. They sell pretty well. There's the ones by Wall, W-A-H-L, I believe. I've sold those the most. Vibrosage, this is my first time finding this brand, but it sold for $35 shipped. I paid $2 or $3. Should just go in a padded flat rate. And then their best one to look out for is like Vibra King. You should look it up. I know it's kind of weird because obviously we wonder what people do with these, but if you look up Vibra King, those ones go for crazy money. So look up those ones. Those ones are like over $100 if you can find them. So that's everything. And then I already have some sales. Today is Tuesday, so I have some sales to show you guys today as well, and I'll show you guys those next. Hey everyone, back with the sales update for Tuesday. 10 sales here, one more to show you guys later, and maybe a couple more will sell before the end of the day. Starting off, we have 2 of these Tiger Electronics laser tag guns. These used to do even better, but they've really dropped in price. These 2 are working. I paid about $2 each, and they sold for 22 shipped. So it'll probably still cost about 8 to 10 to ship them, so probably wouldn't pick them up again. They used to do really well though. Here's a PSP. It's got some issues, you can see there. It's missing the joystick. No battery. Oh, there's a little piece of cardboard in there. Get that out. No battery cover though. It does power up when you put a battery in there. The system will work, but the problem is it will not read any games. And obviously horrible cosmetic condition. It sold for 18 shipped, so happy to get rid of that. Wii Sports Resort, just a disc only. I'll put it in this white case right here, and we'll send that out. I won't use this little sleeve. That sold for 14 shipped. It was found inside of a Wii that I had bought, so that was cool. Here's this Size, the End of Exercise DVD set. Brand new sealed. I paid $1 and it sold for 23 shipped. Then this is a PS2 little hard drive thing here, network adapter I mean. It's the model number. SCPH-10281. These things always sell for about 12 or 13 shipped, so that's what I got. It was on the back of one of the fat PS2s. Here's Murdoch from the Thomas the Train lot I've been selling. Probably the best one so far. I think it sold for 19 shipped. It is a wooden train with the tender, so pretty cool there. This Warhammer Storm of Magic, I recently sold some Arkham horror games or whatever they were called, board games. This was a book that was thrown in with for free. I paid 10 for everything. This was just thrown in and it sold for like 16 or 17, 18 shipped, something like that. Here is one of the workshop manuals from the big manual lot. It's for an Isuzu pickup, an Amigo. Haven't sold one of this make yet. This company doesn't even exist anymore. They made like the rodeos and stuff. I wasn't sure if these were going to sell, but it sold for 50 shipped, full price, not even a best offer, so that was cool. Here's a golf club. It's a Callaway Diablo Big Bertha 15 degree club here. This came with a Ping driver that I already sold, probably was in the last video you guys saw. It's got an R-Flex Callaway shaft, pretty good shape overall. This, I paid 40 bucks for the whole golf set. I sold the driver for 99, and then I ended up selling this club for 35. And then I have a couple more clubs. One should go for 30 to 40, and the other should go for like 25 each. So in the end, it'll be 200 bucks or whatever, and we paid 40, so not too bad. I also sold this pretty cool item, this Goosebumps denim jacket. This was like 8 to 10 bucks at a thrift store near me. It is a use size extra large, so fortunately it's an extra large use, so it's actually like, I think a small, could fit a small probably. It has some marks here, but overall pretty good shape. Paid, like I said, 8 to 10 bucks, something like that, and it ended up selling on a best offer for 90 shipped. They offered 80, I countered with 90. I did it like 120, and I just want to get rid of it. Figured 90 bucks is pretty fair. They took it. We're gonna get it packed up and get it out of here. Hey everyone, final sale from Tuesday. This Hanes vintage beefy tee, size extra large. It's white. Has a little staining on the bottom. Kind of hard to notice, but it is there just faintly. This ended up selling for 20 shipped. I had paid like $3 plus tax for it. Bought a bunch of old vintage t-shirts at a thrift store, and then it sold for 20 bucks on a best offer. Everyone, back with the sales update for Wednesday. Pretty slow volume wise, but really good sales number for the day. I also had one other thing sell for like 64 bucks a jersey, so we'll see if they end up paying or not. It was a pretty good offer, so hopefully they'll pay, and it'll be a good sale, but we may not. It may take a day or two or whatever, we'll see. Starting off with the smaller stuff, a little Riddell Arizona Cardinals helmet. Same guy keeps buying most of these from me. I wish he'd just buy them all at once for $10, because make the shipping a little easier. But 10 shipped on that, so that'll go out first class. The Good News Bible, the English version. I had 2 copies of these, paid $1 each. This one sold for 10 shipped on a best offer. This is like a prop drum, I think is what it's called. Prop rod, thimble, drum. You can kind of see upside down there. This was something I bought kind of on a whim. I didn't know much about it. I did a little bit of research in the area I was in, but I couldn't get a great signal, so some stuff popped up showing like $100 for some of these. I ended up paying like 50 or maybe 60 for it, taking a chance. And when I got home and researched it, it didn't look like this one was worth as much as I thought. Still ended up selling on a best offer for 105. So if we did pay 50, that's still not too bad. 60, we'll make 20, 25 bucks on it, 30 bucks maybe, but either way, it's pretty light, it'll ship pretty cheap, and I'm happy to get rid of it. If you do find one that looks like this though and it's cheap enough, it might be worth picking up. These are more of those like little doll things. I had bought 40 bucks for a whole box of them. I've sold one set for like 80, one for 60, and this set of, I don't know how many there are, 7 or 8 maybe. They sold for 60 full price sale. I have one more set similar to that for 60, and then I think I have a couple other smaller sets for smaller dolls. We'll see if they sell. But the best sale is right here. This US Navy miniature British and French ship models. So I already have this opened up. Whoops, I was prepared. You can kind of see it's like little replica ships here, all different kinds. Unfortunately, some of them have some antenna wear, satellite little things missing off them. They kind of break off on the top. Sorry it's dark, but I bought this for $100, probably over a year and a half ago, maybe. And it's $100. I think he wanted 150, offered 100. He took it, and I've had it. And I've had some offers of 300, 250, something like that. Condition's the big issue. The box is not perfect, but the main condition issues are the boats. I messaged the guy after he bought it just to make sure. I showed him some extra pictures and made sure he was aware. He's happy with it from what he said. I took a best offer of 400 shipped on this. So I got to wrap all these guys up in here because they are still kind of loose. So I think the easiest thing to do is going to be pull them all out, individually wrap them, and then pack it with the box and then ship it out that way. I don't see how I'm going to be able to really make it work any other way. So maybe I could try to like have them go long ways inside, but there's still not a whole lot of room for padding. So we'll probably just individually pack them all in bubble wrap. Then I'll put them in one big box together. So $100 into 400, and then I'll let you guys know if anything else sells today. Hey everyone, back with the sales from Thursday. Started off pretty good, then slowed down, then it's picked up here at the end. So I have 6 total sales. One's not shown, and I just had a couple more that sold. We're just waiting on payment, so those may or may not pop up. So what has been paid for, these New Balance size 16s, TS2 857s, I think is what they are. They sold for 45 shipped on a best offer. They came from the storage unit guy. They're basically unworn, from what I can tell. They may have been put on to be, I guess tried on or whatever, but they have like a little bit of yellowing to some of these spots, probably just from storage or some stains or whatever. I sold them in that condition. I took a best offer of 45 shipped, so I'm happy with that for a pair of New Balances. They do have the original tag right there. So here is a Game Packs Nintendo. I've been selling a bunch of these. Took a best offer of $50 again. So I got one more listed, and then I got like 5 more after that to list, and then they'll be out of here. Another Genie remote, 22 shipped. I got like 2 left of those. Here is a Thomas the Train. His name is Fergus, I believe. Yeah, that's what it said there. And this is one of the take and play die cast ones. Usually these ones don't do as well, but this one I guess is a little bit harder to find. He sold for 9 shipped by himself. We'll just go in a bubble mailer. Here's a Travis Henry Bills jersey, also from the storage unit guy. He had bought a storage unit from someone who was from New York, and they had a bunch of Buffalo stuff. I didn't think the jersey would do so well. Listed it high at 35 or best offer, and someone paid full price. So 35 shipped. I have one more pair of shoes to show you guys, which I'll have to go get from storage tomorrow morning, and then I might have a couple more sales, like I said, so hopefully there'll be more to show you. And we'll see what the rest of the day brings. Hey everyone, final sale from Thursday were the shoes. A couple other things didn't get paid for till Friday, so they'll show up in the next clip. These are some SAS Tripad Comfort shoes for women, size 10.5. I think I picked these up for $8 or $9. Overall, pretty good condition. A little bit of wear there on the heel, but not too bad. You can see the insides look pretty good. They ended up selling the best offer of $30. The women's SAS don't seem to do as well as the men's, but they still do sell if you can get them for cheap enough. So those are going out for $30. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Back with the sales update for the weekend. Pretty good weekend, like 24 sales, which is about standard, somewhere between 20 to 25, 26. I'd like to see it about 30 to 35 per weekend. We haven't got there yet. Fortunately, I didn't list this weekend. I've kind of had a lazy weekend. We went out with the family, played some mini golf, and did go-karts and stuff on Saturday. And then Sunday, I just laid around all day, and I took a nap, which was weird, and just hung out. This weekend I had an awesome haul garage selling, so that was pretty cool. But aside from that, I didn't do a whole lot of work. So I think that did affect some of my activity, because normally I at least list on Saturday. But we'll jump right into what we have here, and you guys want to get into the good stuff. More dolls sold. If you've been following the videos along, you've seen these. You'll see them on the screen. I'm not going to take them all out. These are a bunch of the they're called like fiber craft dolls or something. These, I paid $40 for a huge box of them. I've sold an $80 lot, a $60 lot, maybe 2 $60, and this one sold for $70. So it's been a great deal. I still have a couple of smaller ones. When I first bought it, I thought it was great. Then I was looking over, and there was a lot of damaged ones. I was a little bit concerned, so I parted all the damaged ones in one big lot together. Those sold for $80, and then these have been selling well, the ones that are in good shape. So I'm happy with it. I don't know if any repeat buyers, but that's been a great deal. Again, look on the screen, you'll see what it is. These are the Disney Crocs. I had 2 pairs of these when I bought from the storage unit guy with all the Disney scrubs. Haven't sold any scrubs yet, but I sold both pairs of the Crocs. The one pair sold for like 22 or 19 or something like that, and then this pair sold for 25. So they have a little bit of wear on the bottom. They're not perfect, but they still have life left, enough where you could sell them, and $25 is a great deal. The only actual video game, Little Big Planet 1 and 2 for PS3, that sold for 20 shipped. I think there's a third one you can throw in there if you get it. Another Nintendo game pack. Took a best offer of 46, which is the lowest I've sold it for. The box was worse on this one. There's 48 packs in here. The person said they're a reseller, and they're going to sell the packs individually, so they need some room to make money. I honestly just said why haggle over $4, and I understand where they're coming from. Sometimes it's okay to pass on and leave a little meat on the bone for somebody else. So I've made plenty of money, and I just want to get rid of them. Walt Disney Bambi. Bought this for $1 at a garage sale, sealed. Sold for 12 shipped. Not a whole lot, but pretty good for a DVD. Just goes in a bubble mailer. This came in a big CD lot. Non-fiction, The Future Is Now, I think is what it's called. This CD sold for $12 used on eBay. So I don't sell on Amazon, so I have no way to sell it there, but got $12 on eBay. This is one of those Rainmates. This is the Rainmate IL. I saw this on Lonnie's channel and someone else's. Garage Flips, I'm sure everyone's heard of him, but his channel, he sold one of these, and I paid $5 for mine, and it sold for 50 shipped, so a great deal there. I did test it out to make sure it works. Here's I think it's a Texans is what it is. One of those little Pocket Pro Riddell helmets, the 2-bar, because it's got the 2 bars here, the old style. This one sold for 12 shipped on a best offer. Happy to get rid of it. Another black GameCube controller, sold for 31 shipped. So pretty good there. Does work, tested, goes first class. Here is a 3DS, the Cosmo Black. This came in a big video game lot from the storage unit guy. It does work, but you can see this screen is just, now you can kind of see my forehead there, but the screen's just not good. I mean, you can still see it when it plays, but it's not in perfect shape. It's still sold for 48 shipped. I've sold the 3DSs, and usually this they can call it the Cosmo Black. This one does pretty well if it's in good condition. Here is the Nintendo DSi. This is like a bluish colored one. This one does work. It's really clean. This one sold for 40 shipped, I believe, with the charger. So that was a good deal. Here's a Magellan Explorus 100. Not the best GPS, but I paid $5. It does work. And it sold for 25 shipped. So that'll go first class. Two of these Sony PS3 little navigation controllers. Kind of like the ones for the Wii. Similar. These ones are wireless. They were from GameStop. GameStop usually sells them for $1.99 each plus tax. So I usually buy 2 at a time, and then I try to sell them. And I sold these ones for 23 shipped, I believe. So it'll cost me like $4 or $5 to ship it. I end up making like $7 or $8 off a $5 purchase. So it's not bad. It's just an easy kind of retail arbitrage thing. Sony mini disc. These go to little Sony Walkmans that play the mini discs. I bought one in Florida. Already sold it for $55 when I was on there for vacation, and this was with it, these little 5-pack of discs. These are the 80-minute ones, or no. Yeah, 80 minutes. So these ones sold for 40 shipped on a full price sale, so happy to get rid of them. A while back, I picked up a bunch of Altoids for like $1 or $2, a huge bucket full. I parted out them into a couple different lots. These are like the pinup girl ones. I think she got little devil horns or something there. I don't know. So there's like 6 of them in here. These sold for, or maybe 7, no 6. These sold for $30 on a best offer. I paid a couple bucks for the whole thing. I have a huge lot of a bunch of regular Altoids tins, and then I have some ones that are shaped like hearts. People do buy them though for crafts and fishing. So if you have a big lot, you got to get into them really cheap, but they do sell. Smallville, 1 through 9. I think there's actually 10 seasons, but I have 1 through 9. This was a Facebook Marketplace deal. They had them at $10, but a week later they lowered it to $8. I don't even remember seeing the listing. I just saw it when it was already at $8, and I'm told her I'd pick them up, so I picked them up after work. And 3 of them were sealed. 1, 2, and 3 are sealed. The other ones are open. They're all complete though. That sold 55 shipped in like a week, so that was a good deal. Only paid $8. Kia Sedona, the only service manual going out from the big manual lot. 2002 Kia Sedona. Took a best offer of 30 shipped. Happy to get rid of that. This is a sale where I probably should have priced it higher. Little Tyco fluorescent streetlights. I listed it for $11.99 and it sold within like an hour. I saw one on eBay that had sold 3 of them. It sold for 25 plus shipping, so it was like 30 something bucks, I imagine. But there was no other listings for it. I should have started higher on this because there wasn't really any competition, and it sold so quick. But this came in a storage unit buy. I just threw it in, and I'll take the extra $7 or $8 when whatever the profit is on it once we get it shipped out. One golf club, not a great one. This one just came in a big lot of clubs I bought. It's a Mizuno MX-20, the T-Zoid. Right there, little iron. This one only sold for 20 shipped. The comps were not that great on it. Some people had gotten like 21 or 22, but most people were getting like 15 free shipping or like 18 shipped or something. So I got 20 shipped. It's going to cost like probably 8 to ship it. It's super light. It just goes in the triangular ones up there. Triangular boxes from the post office. So I might make $5 on it. I won't make a whole lot, but it was thrown in, and we'll just take the money because it's always good to maximize your profit, if possible. This is a Nightmare Before Christmas, really cool, like Hawaiian style, almost like more like a bowling style shirt, I guess. You can't really see it great here, but you can see up there Disney. You'll see on the screen that was $8, but I got 20% off at Savers plus tax or whatever. Probably paid 7 something when it's all said and done. That sold for 45 shipped. It had a stain on the back and one button was missing. Probably could have got closer to 55 or 60 if it was in perfect shape. I just have to wait for the right buyer, but happy with that profit. Here's a FootJoy. I think it's a FootJoy like pullover shirt. It's pretty cool. It's like a blue, black, and white. It's got a stain on the front. I listed it for $50 or best offer. The stain's not too bad. I figured I'd get 35 to 40, but someone finally paid full price after like 4 months. So happy to get rid of that. Here's a Halo Reach shirt, a video game shirt. I paid like, this was free. It was from a garage sale where everything was free at the end of the day, and this was in there. I grabbed it, and it sold for 15 shipped on the best offer. Here's a Sean Taylor Redskins 75th anniversary. Sean Taylor unfortunately passed away. He was murdered, I believe, in his home. This was from the storage unit guy, and I took a best offer this on $64. I had it listed at like 80, and someone offered 64. So it's a really good deal. If you see his stuff, he also played for the Miami Hurricanes. So if you see, I'm pretty sure if you see that jersey, it does well. A lot of times when players die, especially if it's under circumstances where there's not negative for the individual, their stuff can be a little more valuable. And then lastly, here is a Jordan, just like an Air Jordan jersey. It's not like a Bulls one or anything. This one I paid like $10-12 for from a thrift store. Shouldn't have paid that much. Ended up selling for 37, shipped on a best offer, but it's been like 6 months. So, I mean, I still made good money, and it's going to go first class, I think, because it's still pretty light. But I wouldn't probably buy that again just because I don't want to spend that much on clothing just to have it sit for that long. And, I was lucky I got 37, I think, to be honest. But that's everything for now. We still have a couple hours left, 3 hours, so we could have some more sales. If I'll show you those if they happen. If not, we'll see you guys in the next video.